Anytime you feel distracted or fearful or overwhelmed, what do? You pick up your phone.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh my gosh. So what are those top things that you literally never leave home without? So for me, it's gonna be my purse, or at least my wallet, because I don't always carry a purse with me. Next, definitely my phone and water. I always have water in tow. And if I have to be completely honest, if I had to say the number one thing that I never leave home without, it would probably be my phone. I literally feel like it's attached to my hip. It is my bestie. It is my road dog in most situations. And if you're anything like me, that's probably the same for you. And so we've been talking about how to get and stay motivated so you can accomplish great things. So in today's video, which is the last video in the series, I'm going to tell you how to use your phone to help keep you motivated throughout the day. So before we get started, just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that little bell so that you can be notified when a new video is released. Now, before I dive into the tips on how to utilize your phone to help keep you motivated and pumped and moving throughout your entire day, I want to put out a quick little disclaimer. A study was released by reviews.com that basically found that on average, 66% of Americans check their cell phones 160 times a day, and 66% of Americans sleep with their cell phones. What this basically means, and you likely already know this because you likely are experiencing it on a daily basis, we are becoming addicted to our cell phones. And the term addiction is not a positive thing. It basically means that it has become a habit of ours to just pick up our cell phone and check it for no apparent reason. We could be watching a movie and trying to enjoy ourselves. We could be eating dinner with loved ones. We could be sitting at our desk trying to be productive, and then all of a sudden our hand reaches over to our phone and picks it up. So I really want you to be mindful of this and try your hardest to limit the number of times that you check your cell phone, and also limit the amount of time that you spend scrolling on social media. The reason that I say that is because as you are looking at other people's perfect lives in picture or video, you are comparing yourself to them, okay? So it's this whole thing called compare-itis. And what you're not realizing is that that is their perfect moment in that second when they took that picture. It's not necessarily their perfect life. And so you don't want to compare what's going on in your day-to-day life to someone else's perfect life that they're showing on social media. The other thing that I want to encourage you to not do is use your cell phone as your alarm. Now, you can use your cell phone as your alarm and put it somewhere else if you want to, so that you have to get up and go actually turn it off, because that's going to help you to not snooze. But if at all possible, don't use your cell phone at all. And here's a reason why. So first of all, when you have your cell phone as your alarm, it's easy, obviously, to keep hitting snooze. And goal number 4 in this series talks about stop snoozing and get started with your morning routine, okay? So you can snooze, super simple, right? But then what happens when you decide, okay, finally, I'm gonna stop snoozing, I'm gonna get up. Before you get up, you pick up your phone and you start scrolling. You go to your text messages, you go to your email, you go to social media, and all of a sudden, pretty immediately, you have now turned your attention and your focus to someone else, to someone else's needs, to someone else's life, to someone else's words, instead of focusing on yourself first thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, I don't want you looking at your cell phone. I don't want you looking at other people's lives and what's going on with other people. I want you to focus on yourself and get started with your morning routine. After you have finished your morning routine, then you can reward yourself by then taking a peek at your cell phone. Okay, so I just wanted to throw out that disclaimer really quick. If at all possible, just be mindful of how many times you are checking your cell phone for no apparent reason whatsoever. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into these tips. So the first tip that I have for you is to utilize your wallpaper. So when you look at your phone, and really quick, time out. So this is really cool. So the majority of the tips that I'm going to be sharing with you today are actually on my home screen right now, or my lock screen. So So basically there is an affirmation right here. There is a motivational quote from Motivation app that says, switch your mentality from I'm broken and helpless to I'm growing and healing, and watch how your life changes for the better. And then my Hydrate app is reminding me to take a deep breath, relax your jaw, and drink some water. So time out really quick. Let me grab some water. Okay, so the reason that your lock screen is so important is because when you pick up your cell phone, obviously that is the very first thing that you're going to see. So a lot of the tips that I'm going to tell you will be popped up automatically on your locked screen. But the thing that I want you to really pay attention to is the wallpaper itself. So for me personally, on my lock screen, my wallpaper right now is a picture of myself with my 3 nieces and one of my nephews. It's always going to be a picture of me and my family. That's what brings me joy every time I look at it. So that's what I put for my lock screen. So you really just want to make sure that whatever is on your lock screen is super motivational and is basically going to put a smile on your face. The same thing with your home screen when you actually open up your phone. So right now I just have a quote, like a picture quote, a graphic on my phone, and it says, think positively, network well, exercise daily, eat healthy, work hard, stay strong, build faith, worry less, read more, be happy, volunteer free, relax often, love always. And so I just love this because it reminds me of all the things that I want to be mindful of every single day. For this area as well, or the lock screen, you could also, another idea, type up your goals for the quarter or your goals for the year so that they're front and center in your mind. That was tip number 1 in this series, to make sure that you have goals and that you have a purpose in life. And then making sure that you see those and read those every single day. So by putting them on your phone, either your lock screen or your home screen, obviously that's going to remind you of your goals every single day and keep them front and center in your mind. So you can have pictures, and then obviously you can have inspirational quotes. So if you can, really make sure that you go ahead and utilize your wallpaper. All of these tips that I'm going to be giving you are basically going to help you with tip number 3 in this series, in the sense of being able to shift your negative thoughts into something more positive. So as soon as you open up your phone, if you see something positive, then if you're having a moment, then hopefully your thoughts will be shifted somewhere positive, right? Okay, so number 2, you can utilize reminders. So there is, at least on the iPhone, a reminders app. And so what I have done with my reminders app is I actually have different motivational I am statements, or just positive statements that pop up at different times during the day. So I have one that comes out and notifies me at 8 a.m. It says the best is yet to come. I have one at 11 a.m. I am living my best life today and every day. Another one at 2 p.m. Money is all around me. It flows effortlessly into my life on a daily basis. And then at 5 p.m., greatness is upon me. So this is just a way to remind you of the things that you want to be reminded of. So it could be quotes like this. It could be affirmations. It could be, hey, take a break, get up and move. It could be a reminder for you to stretch. It could be a reminder for you to just take lunch, whatever it is, right? So things that are going to keep you motivated and moving throughout the day, you can use the reminders app to just remind you. And the wonderful thing about it is that you can obviously set these to different times throughout the day. All right, tip number 3. Affirmations. You know that I am all about the I am statements. Those affirmations are so important. So not only do I have, for example, one of them in my reminders, I am living my best life today and every day, but I actually am using an app as well. It's called Affirmation Reminders, and I absolutely love this app. So when you open it up, it's going to automatically have any affirmations that you have stored in your phone or selected to remind you throughout the day. And what you do is you literally just say them 5 times, and then the affirmation will switch. And there's also a feature where you can make it vibrate, so you can feel what you're saying going out into the universe, or it can also ring or ding. So I expand in abundance, success, and love every day, and inspire those around me to do the same. And you repeat this 5 times, and it just vibrated. I expand in abundance, success, and love every day, and inspire those around me to do the same. I expand in abundance, success, and love every day, and inspire those around me to do the same. And you repeat this 5 times, and then it says, this or something better is now manifesting for me in perfect timing. You click OK, and then it will switch to the next affirmation. And the thing that I love about this is, again, it's vibrating. So it's like sending that I am statement out into the universe. You can also, change up the settings. So you go to your settings and click My Affirmations, and you can type up your own affirmations and add them in. And then they also give you a list of affirmations as suggestions. You can tell the app how many times you want these affirmations to pop up on the screen, 1, 2, or 3. And there's just a lot of different options here for you with those affirmations. So I really love doing this, especially for that vibration feeling. I don't know why. It really just makes me feel as I'm saying it and I click it, it's like being sent out into the universe. All right. The number 4 thing that I want to share with you is around motivational quotes. So with both affirmations and motivation, if you were to go into your app store, for example, and either search by affirmations or motivation, you would be able to find tons of apps that are focused on motivational quotes or affirmations, and there's a lot of different ones to choose from. The ones that I have on my phone as far as motivation is Motivation. That's the name of the actual app. And what it does is it actually just brings up different quotes that you can look at and you can heart and you can like, and there are tons and tons of different categories depending on where you are right now. So if you've recently lost someone in your life like I have, then you're going to want to go to maybe the spirituality section or the uplifting section or releasing grief section, and just making sure that you get quotes around that. So for example, right now mine is set on gratitude, but if I were to change that, you can see that there are just so many different options. There are some popular ones of loving yourself, moving on, positive thinking. You have work and productivity, hard times. So if you're suffering with depression or dealing with change, sadness, letting go, loneliness, any of that, death. Spiritual section, there's a health and fitness section, a personal growth, a calm down, inspiration, relationships, and mental health. So I love this because, every season brings different struggles and different happiness. So wherever you are in that moment, it will actually show you quotes throughout the day, which you can actually set how many times these quotes pop up. And you can set what that actually looks like, what the backgrounds of the quotes look like, and everything. So there's a lot of options within this particular app. It does cost, so that's the only thing about this one that you have to be mindful of. But for me, it's worth it because some of these I can download and then post in my stories to help motivate other people. So there's a lot of different options that you can actually use with this particular app. Okay, so that's called Motivation. All right, last but not least, the Pomodoro app. Now, yes, this is technically a productivity app, and it's something that I actually have on my desktop as well, but it also will really help you be mindful of taking breaks. So let me explain how Pomodoro works. So with this app, it is going to be set to, for example, 25 minutes. And then after 25 minutes, it's going to give you a 5-minute break, okay? And what's really cool about this is after the 25 minutes, you can set it up so that the lady will basically say to you, okay,
You have finished a Pomodoro. Take a break.
And the reason that I want you to get in the habit of taking breaks while you're at work and while you are, using your mind in a very strenuous way to get things done is because that's going to help keep your motivation up. So every time you take a break, you want to stand up and maybe stretch, or stand up and walk around your house, or go outside, or just leave the building in which you're in. If you are at home and you can do some stretches, take 5 minutes to stretch. Go into down dog or go into a plank to kind of get yourself pumped. Go into your affirmations app and go ahead and say your affirmations 5 times. But this is really going to help break up those long periods of work. And it really directly correlates to one of the tips that we had in this series that talks about taking massive action and making sure that you're putting forth extraordinary effort. The more that you're able to take breaks and rejuvenate yourself throughout the day, the more you're going to be able to take action and do the things that you need to do to accomplish great things. So that is it for right now. Hopefully that will help you out throughout the day and help you utilize this tool, not in an addictive way, but in a very positive, uplifting way to help keep you motivated and keep you going throughout the day. Now, if you have any other apps that you like to use to help keep you in the right mindset throughout your day, if you could, go ahead and jot them below. I would love to check them out. I'm I'm always looking for something new to incorporate into my daily routine. And as always, be sure to follow us on social media and check us out on our website, sidelineprep.com. And we're here for you every single step of the way. Make it a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.